Before we start talking a bit about programming, I will just mention one thing I forgot when talked about the second progression, compound moves. Uh, there's definitely some benefit for training with unstable or asymmetrical loads, such as upside down kettlebells, uneven loaded barbells, sandbags, slosh pipes, carry variations, etc. So grabbing an unstable load could be helpful as it will perturb and challenge individuals as well as replicate real-world situations on moving unstable asymmetrical loads, such as opposing players in sports, bags of shopping, or even just picking up the grandchildren. It really makes sense that grabbing an unstable load is great for training specific core stability. You can take a look at a few exercise examples here. Also, unstable surface through bosses, IREX pads, wobble boards, and rubber discs could be useful to implement from time to time when it comes to training ankle, hip, shoulder, and of course core stabilizers. Of course, this is not the first choice for core training, but as I said, it can be useful to implement every now and then. Uh, you can take a look at a few examples here. At the end, let's mention a few things on programming. You can do 10 to 15 minutes of the basic core workout on your day off just to wake your body a bit, CNS activation. This is important because this way you will be better prepared for tomorrow's training. Uh, Here we are talking about 2 to 3 basic exercises of 2 to 3 sets. Remember that recovery after core training is very quick. You can also combine core training with endurance training. So, for example, you do endurance protocol first, and then 15 to 20 minutes of core training. This is almost the only active thing that is not bad to combine with endurance because we all know how tired we are after any serious endurance training. Last but not least, I don't like doing a separate core training uh, unless I just want to activate CNS a bit, or if it's about the complex core training we mentioned above, where you need to engage legs and or arms via compound moves, including short space agility as well. Uh, in any other case, I would rather do a normal strength training of 3 to 4 exercises and add 1 to 2 core exercises of 3 to 6 sets at the end. Now, conventional wisdom says to train abs last because they're stabilizers, and we don't want our stabilizers to be fatigued during other exercises. This is, of course, true to some point, especially for sports performance. But for a lot of regular lifters, training abs first actually works better. Training abs first works especially well if you don't really enjoy hitting abs, but you do like to train everything else. Why? Because once you're finished training the good stuff and just have abs left, you've got nothing to look forward to. Plus, you're tired from the workout and may not have as much time left as you would like. So what happens? You either half-ass it through the ab work, cut it short, or just skip it completely. So try to train abs first while you're fresh so you can go hard on them and still have something to look forward to afterward. Eventually, instead of not wanting to hit abs, you will get to the point where you like doing them. In this case, chances are your performance won't suffer at all. Uh, you can still bench heavy with tired abs. Abs recover super fast, and the more trained they are, the quicker they will recover. Even when moving on to legs after training abs, you spend enough time warming up for squats that your abs will no longer feel fatigued. Besides, squats and deads hit mostly the posterior core, not the six-pack muscles. If you have a super heavy leg day scheduled, then don't train abs that day. But that's probably once a week, so you should still be able to train abs with a pretty high frequency, 2 to 4 times a week. Plus, you will get better visible results doing it this way. So it's a win-win situation. Also, there is something called the muscle priority principle. This principle says that you should work your weak points first in a workout. Since energy levels and mental focus are highest at this time, prioritizing training allows the use of greater intensity and effort on the muscles that need it most. Studies consistently show that strength gains in exercises performed early in a workout are significantly greater than those performed at the end of the routine. Therefore, it's beneficial to structure exercise order based on the muscles in greatest need of improvement, regardless of whether they involve large or small muscle group movements. Don't blindly stick to the heaviest compound movement first mantra if you have a glaring imbalance. But remember, all in all, everything depends on your specific goal during the specific workout. Thanks for listening, watching. Feel free to contact me if you have any question. Also, you can visit my website for more info on training.